Welcome to the Maverick Center in snowy Salt Lake City. Tama Miyashiro, Tamaki Matsui, and Manami Kojima bring some international flair to this, our third of 3 matches on the weekend. With the #2 spot in the upcoming Love Classic at stake, Love Omaha is in need of a win over the hometown Love Salt Lake if they want to secure that #2 slot and a bye. Welcome inside, everybody. Kevin Barnett alongside current Notre Dame head coach Salima Rockwell. Salima, that upcoming classic next weekend, potentially facing 3 matches in a row is Love Omaha. Unless they win, but teams are dialing in their offensive systems looking for success.
Well, and the best way to dial in your offense is getting your middles and your opposites involved. We always talk about the left side hitters, but it's really going to be about the middles and the rights tonight. For Omaha, it's Herrera and Thader and the opposite of Stivrins. But of course, for Salt Lake City, you're looking at Washington and Fields as well. So both teams are going to need their attackers to be important parts of the offense today. It always starts with the passing and the ball control.
And we'll see who can get control of the pass and serve game and has played a critical role, of course, in the development of volleyball over the last few years. And look at our Adidas scouting reports.
Omaha needs to be aggressive from the service line. That's what they talked about. Coach Fritz said we have to take more chances. And of course, Salt Lake needs more production. Last night, only 12 kills between the 2 left side attackers. And as you mentioned, Kevin, the Love Classic, if Omaha wins, what's at stake? That #2 seed and a bye with the win.
The Omaha side in their green and blue. On the other side, you'll notice the yellow from Love Salt Lake. Omaha been on a little bit of a slide here. Lost to Austin, lost to Atlanta. They have lost 2 in a row. Salt Lake suffered a similar fate, both at the hands of Atlanta. They have lost 2 in a row. So the team's looking for a rebound. It was a 4-setter for Love Salt Lake City. We're underway. Gabby Blossom with the serve. And the dig. Thader lays it off overhead. Smartly done, but a charging Danny Drews has it. Jordan Larson with the win, the Olympian. Hey, that's the way to start a match.
It sure is. Lots of rallies, lots of out-of-system swings, and big defense, and I think that's going to be consistent throughout the match.
Candelaria Herrera at middle blocker. Keep your eye on her. Jordan Larson going to lead this team. Mistake-free volleyball is kind of what Omaha's been all about. Good block there. Stivrins making that transition to opposite hitter, helping on the middle blocker. At that time, Omaha off to a quick start. As you look at the Salt Lake City starting lineup, Skylar Fields has been a revelation, the second-year pro at the opposite spot. Look for her to get involved early, and of course, Haley Washington to bring the energy. Ronnie Jones-Perry coming off a tough effort last night, looking to get back on the positive side as Fields goes OT.
That was just high and over top of Lauren Stivrins, which is not an easy task. That's what Fields has been so good at recently, hitting high over top of the block and moving it around.
Ronnie Jones-Perry, owner of a good jump serve, back to rip it, and that one's a little too low.
And you're going to see, again, both sides taking chances from the service line. The next time Ronnie Jones-Perry goes back to serve, you watch the passers back up a little bit for Omaha, so it's interesting to see how they are in service eve.
Drews down the line. Boy, a lot of heat to start this match.
Tons of heat. Love this energy and fire from Salt Lake. They want this win so badly. Coming through on the outside, that's one of the things we talked about. They have to have production from Drews and Jones-Perry.
And production from the service line, always critical. Ace serve. Tori Dixon issues that one. Salt Lake City last night won a deuce second set, but lost 3-1 as the Minnesota native is back to serve. 25-18 was the final score. Skylar Fields, 11 kills, hit 214. Drews, 8 kills, also hitting the low 200s. So that was kind of the question, was the efficiency of the pins. A lot of offensive options for Omaha. You'll see with Lauren Stivrins there, the Nebraska many-time All-American. Was a middle blocker, moved to opposite. Emily Thader has remained a middle blocker, one of those experienced pros in the league. Larson providing chances. Winters converting them.
Really nice transition play on the side of Omaha with Larson in the back row, digging that ball. That's what they need, some point scoring. Dig to transition. They're really good at first ball. We talked to Coach Fritz. She said our first ball side out, very good. We got to be better in transition.
Emily Thader, 6'3", middle blocker, puts that one on Drews. Inside slide. And you like this play with Haley Washington.
I love the play because it pulls the block. She sells it just like she hits a 31 attack on the right side and pulls the blockers. Sometimes you know it's coming. You saw Herrera wait for her, but Washington with great vision tips this ball right over the top of the block.
Another missed serve, this time from Fields.
That's a tough one from Fields, going for this short serve. Again, they're trying to mix things up and really jam up some routes. And Tama Miyashiro said that before. When they're playing these teams, they have to get better at clogging up the middle hitters, really jamming up some of those patterns.
Double sub employed consistently by Omaha. Laura Dykma in this international 6'2" over here. Kimberly Drevniak also in. The lefty, number 8. There's a look at number 14, Laura Dykma, an Olympian for the Netherlands.
Watch Drevniak run around the backside, waiting for the ball.
Jaylee Winters terminates that. They've been looking for a big arm. Is this the candidate, number 5?
Winters, without question, is a candidate. She can get on it hard and fast, but that's what happens when you create the offense. A perfect pass holds all the block. It's rare you see a 1-on-0 opportunity on the outside.
Jones-Perry fights it off. They'll find Washington. Winters this time with the defense. Drevniak tries to slice that one off, and it goes a little bit wide. So back to the service line. We'll go Salt Lake City. It was such a big story for them last night. They had 1 ace on 10 errors, and meantime they gave up 10 aces to Atlanta.
And that's the challenge. It's always finding that balance, that ace to error ratio, and being able to control the ball.
Scramble play, not taken advantage of, and Haley Washington gets that one high and hard to the face.
She's shaking it off.
It's gonna take more than that to intimidate number 15.
I think you're right. But here's this ball control. It's a good move. Scoop that, keep it on your side. Those are the little plays.
Salt Lake again off the net. Ronnie Jones-Perry. That's how you do it. Right to the back line. Winner.
I like that set. We talked about Jones-Perry last night with only 4 kills on the night. See if they can get her going a little bit. They need that production from the left sides.
Came in as one of the top killers in the league. Had 80. Only added 4 to that total. So they're looking for a breakout match for her. And this is tip jam roll. No mistakes. Seen every aspect of the game. Number 10, Jordan Larson.
The Larson special, the jam to the middle of the court, and it's so hard to defend. You have to kind of be hanging out in the middle of the court or anticipating it and diving right for it.
Blossom back along with Stivrins. That was a quick 6-2 trip for Dykma and Drevniak. Fields high attack, and it is through the hands of Stivrins. That is an aerial battle between those two.
So good. Watching the tempo, it's a fast set, but it's high. That's the combination that they need. Poulter sets that so well to Fields on the left.
RJP into the net last time. Oh, again, bad toss, managed. Stivrins with the throw into the donut. Sprawl, yes, Thader available. And we're gonna get an under violation against Salt Lake City. Perhaps a fortunate break for Omaha.
Definitely, Omaha kept the ball alive. Didn't really get a good swing out of it, so definitely a fortunate break. Jordan Larson, one of the best servers.
Yeah, vicious down the line. We saw that in practice this morning. Time after time, nothing spinning with that ball.
Well, and it's consistent. You know, if you're learning how to serve or want a tough serve, you have to do the same thing every single time. Same routine, take a breath, and that's what Jordan Larson does. That's why her serve is so good.
Justine Wong-Orantes steps in on that ball and is tipped over the top. Cleverly done. This is looking like a dream start for the women in green. 12-8 at the technical timeout. Omaha totally in control.
Hey, do you need a hand? Yeah. How many you got left? 2. Okay. Up. Okay, that's it. You said 2 more. You can do it. Come on. Yes. You're so close. So close. Oh, nice. Whew. Thank you. Oh, well done. I barely touched that. Nice to meet you, though.
League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Classic. Tickets now available for the Love Classic February 14th to 16th. Go to LOVBclassic.com for more details.
If you want to see my little special vision board, I'm pretty big on knowing what I want for my future and manifesting it and law of attraction. I always love this first part of the season when you get to know your new teammates. I'm really, really lucky and happy that I'm here in Omaha. I'm just looking forward to write history with this amazing woman by my side. I really am honored to be part of something so big.
Well, it's so fun to see all of these players really appreciate the experience. You know, that's what it's all about. Playing with new teammates, finding that chemistry, that camaraderie, and that's what she's found in love.
Yeah, that team talked a lot about the vibe that they have. They love it. That ball killed inside by Drews out of the timeout. Jordan Larson has been a big part of that. The veteran has a beautiful home there in the Omaha area and having everybody over multiple times, including tomorrow's Super Bowl party.
So good. And it's nice that you have that part of your life. You know, when you're playing professionally, you never get that. And it's really a special thing.
That ball's going to rattle through. And how about the role that Justine Wong-Orantes plays there? The volleyball people may have noticed how quickly she was to call everyone else off right there.
She would like to be by herself if she could, and I would like her to be by herself if she could be, because she sees it well. She sees everything in the middle of the court and scoops it up perfectly.
Player who nearly quit the sport of volleyball and has now gone to Olympic glory. Larson, good ball. Winter swinging hard. Gabby Blossom, yes. Ball is long. Give the point to number 13 in green.
Unbelievable cover. I mean, that's what you need to do. You have to be ready. I mean, I don't know if she's fully ready. You could see her in position to cover, keeping the ball alive. I mean, that's what you have to do. Leave everything on the floor.
National semifinal with USD championship experience. Another tough serve coming from Omaha. More defense in the right back. Larson getting after it. Oh, you gotta do more with that one, don't you, in this league? Because they'll make you pay.
That's an unfortunate misplay on the outside, just sending it back over easy, but give Jones-Perry some credit back there. She was retreating and kept the ball alive on the side of Salt Lake.
Fields to the back row, and she will miss. So a number of misses early here from the service line for Love Salt Lake.
And the interesting part, you know, sometimes those aren't super aggressive misses, right? You're going short, or you're trying to drop maybe a mid-zone. But if you're going to drive it and that ball goes out of bounds, that's a little bit different than the ball into the net.
3 errors already for Salt Lake here with 25 points on the board. Dykma, Drebniak back. Trying to manifest a kill here, misconnection. Overpass. Who will get a cut first? Drew sent home. Do not hit at Candy Herrera.
Herrera so good, so quick, and gets over the net. So the little plays you have to take care of. Washington makes that play, but she stays with it, stays involved in the play. That's the finish. Into the angle. Herrera knows it's coming. Gets the block for her team.
Herrera's 19th on the season, #1 for her side amongst the leaders. Now 16-10, and a timeout called by Salt Lake. Well, you're talking about the start that Salt Lake needed. This is not it.
No, it really isn't. And they came out with energy. They came out the first few points, and you saw a different Salt Lake. They're like, okay, we're going to take control of this match, but here's the difference. Omaha controls the touches right now, the little plays, the cover balls, the balls off the block that are in position for their setters to set. Those are the plays that Salt Lake needs to take care of, controlling the ball on their side.
Herrera getting a hold of that last one. She is second in the league in blocks, trailing only Chiako Obagu, who by far and away is the best blocker in this early season. Drew's high through the hands, down the line particularly.
And Drew's been working on hitting that ball down the line more often. You know she can hit it, but everyone that plays against her knows that she likes to hit the angle, a sharp angle.
A decorated career for Tama Miyashiro at the libero position, and now an extensive coaching resume to go with it. Drebniak, nice delivery from Dykma this time, dug up by, oh, beautiful. Manami Kojima had it, but it is long. A look at Susie Fritz, longtime coach at K-State, brought back into the game at Arkansas recently. Most wins in school history, 18 appearances in the NCAA tournament, and now in the pro space. Seems to fit her right now.
Well, she's absolutely loving the pro space.
Kojima, another dime, and it results in a first ball side out. Look at Haley Washington. You can see where her athleticism comes from her parents, and strength in particular. Her father picking up one Salima Rockwell 5 feet in the air and over into the stands yesterday after the match.
He does that sometimes. He likes to hoist people.
Good work, Alex. That's a nice deadlift. This is an energy giver, Haley Washington. Olympic gold and silver medals. Best blocker and best post-play celebrator. That one will be a little bit too long off the first ball touch. And Omaha is holding tough. The league leaders are holding on to service. Good first ball side out. They are not giving runs away. And that is Omaha and Atlanta.
That's the difference, and that's what you have to do. Control the ball, and that's what allows that to happen.
A service, Candy Herrera. Candelaria Herrera.
And you see she's serving in that seam between Drews and Jones Perry, and they just kind of parted like the seas, right? Perry's going out to hit, and Drews couldn't make the play.
Iowa State, the Argentine Olympian. Most recently in France, and now here in America, opposite Emily Thader, who gets that stuff block. Thader, the longtime pro, as we look back at the ace from Herrera.
Going after the same seam, right? She served that ball right between the passer. Sometimes you're targeting a passer, sometimes you're going hard into the seams, especially when someone's going out to attack. You want to jam them up and make them confused and have to make that decision who's going to play the ball.
Well, we talked a lot about who might be the big arm for Omaha. That is a question mark. Winters is a candidate. She's hitting .430 so far early in this match.
Well, she's got such a big arm, so even if they dig the ball, it's hard to control it. That's the biggest thing with her. She gets on it fast. They're giving her really, really good opportunities to get one-on-one or one-on-none, and that's helping her be able to score.
Already a 7th-year pro, Jaylee Winters. This is crazy to me. The college stars, the years go by fast afterwards. I'm surprised looking at the pro seasons played by Fitzmaurice, by Stivrins, and by Winters. Herrera, Argentina to France to America. To defense in the left back. Drevniak, high ball. Oh, one fortunate miss. That would have been a fun play.
Defense is really unreal right now because there are some bombs coming across the net.
Larson, so terminal when the opportunity is there.
Well, they're running it so fast, and you watch the block of Salt Lake. They're starting in that bunch block, so they're super far inside on the 31, and then they can't make it back out to the outside. Fields trying to help out in the middle, gets burned on the right.
Jordan Larson coming from that system. You could not go fast enough for USA. She is 4 of 6. And look who's in the match. Lexi Rodriguez. Larson chipping off the block. Fields playing her spot, getting it back, putting it away.
Man, Fields really just automatic from the left side right now. The flight of the ball, it's perfect timing.
Reigning and 2-time offensive player of the week.
And now let's look at probably the best passing trio you're ever going to see.
All from Nebraska. At least collegiately.
Unreal.
Lexi Rodriguez making her debut here, the 5'5" libero, originally out of Sterling, Illinois. And if you know where that is, good for you. I've actually been there. Stayed in Sterling, Illinois. It's in a cornfield outside Rockford.
Well, Rodriguez, one of the best.
Look at that touch.
Look at that.
This is what makes Jordan Larson special.
Well, she's stealing the ball from poor Lexi. She was there. Rodriguez wanted that.
6'2", 5'5".
It was her time. It was her moment. And she took it.
She took it and made it perfect, but then put it in the net. Oh, good look at the last play there. You missed Jordan Larson putting it into the tape. Nothing lost for you, the viewer. 23-16. Glad you're with us. Kevin Barnett alongside head coach at Notre Dame, Selena Rockwell. An ace already for Dixon. She'll go short. Larson all over it. Backslide winner. Fader. And right away, Omaha set point.
Talked a lot about the middles in the open for Omaha. They have basically a 3-middle system with Stivrins on the right, who was a former middle blocker. Lots of slide attacks, lots of quicks.
By former middle blocker, you mean until about 5 weeks ago?
That's right.
Is it a triple ace for the win? No, not yet. There's Lexi, putting it perfect. Fader, it was in. Good effort from the middle blocker.
How about that block? That's what Salt Lake needs. Here's the effort by Washington, keeping this ball alive, but watch the block move. Talk about Drews a lot. One of the best blockers in the league.
Second chance to close. Winters, heater. First set over. Omaha has flown into Salt Lake and apparently rented a cabin. They're looking at home in the snow. 25-17. The women of Nebraska lead 1-0. The Love Classic coming up next week in Kansas City. It is the in-season League One tournament, winner take all. Single game and session passes are available for you now to actify on the action. Each team guaranteed 2 matches, so all 6 teams will be there. Municipal Arena, full coverage on ESPN too. If you can't be in Kansas City, be with us on ESPN, the family of networks, and enjoy some of the best volleyball as they play for that in-season title. Now all I have to do is get a cup berth for Love into CEV Cup and then into Champions League.
I love that.
The travel's going to be a little tough.
that'd be hard.
Midweek to Germany and then back here
That'd be incredible.
to play a weekend with Love. Wait, that might not
that's
quite
not
work,
happen.
but I would love to see world integration like that. And if you're a fan of Love Omaha, you loved to see that first set. They opened up a lead to the technical timeout at 12-8 and gave nothing back, finishing 25-17. Winters with a dig. That is high and still in play. Wong-Orantes runs it down. Block on the left side. Jordan Larson doing it all.
How about Wong-Orantes keeping that ball going? Both of them ran off after it, but man, Larson, so good at blocking. One of the best left side blockers in the world. I've said that over and over again, numerous Olympics. That's who she is.
That violation will take away the dig there from Blossom, playing that right back spot, which gets so much business in the sport of women's volleyball.
There's a lot of business. Yeah, you want to cut that ball back. Sometimes you're attacking the setter to keep them from running the offense. There's a lot of that going on.
Wong-Orantes, another nice cover. And it results in another point for her side. A difference maker. Wow.
Wong-Orantes starts with a pass, covers the ball, just makes all the plays. Again, we talk about her just gobbling things up in the middle of the court. First, perfect pass, ready, and keeps this ball high enough for Blossom to set. That's the key.
Justine Wong-Orantes grew up in Southern California playing indoor as well as beach alongside Sarah Hughes, world champion on the beach side, of course. And all-star at USC, and now for Team USA, an Olympian herself this last time. Some pretty special moments between those 2 women.
Very cool. And a perfect pass that time by Jones Perry. Exactly what Salt Lake needed, and just a little miscommunication here, miscue between Poulter and Dixon.
They're scoring with Thader at the line, and that continues. Emily Thader with the ace. Emily Thader can also be a little energy maker from the little blocker spot.
She's got the double fist pump on the ace.
Emily really rejoicing in being back here in the United States. Played in Athletes Unlimited this past fall, and even before that was doing work for Love on the corporate side, the business side. Enjoyed being valued in a different way. Here, her middle blocker skills and serving skills valued. She'll stay at the line via that kill by Herrera.
There, and Herrera so fast.
If wins this match, they are the number 2 seed. Atlanta's already locked in. Rangers got low for that one. Oh, a strange looking tip thrown in inside number 15, Haley Washington.
That's very interesting, but a nicely placed tip. You see her shrugging her shoulders as she runs by Susie Fritz. Like, I don't know, it worked.
And a change here. Adriana Fitzmaurice checks in. We thought we might see her in this match. First chance at extended play for her. One-time Stanford star teams with Herrera there for a block. And she can be a force. Talking about number 12 in green. 3-time NCAA champion out of Stanford, 6'6" at the opposite spot.
6'6" and one of the nicest humans you'll ever meet. We were talking to Jordan Larson this morning in practice, and she was excited that we had an opportunity to chat with Adriana Fitzmaurice. She says she's just a joy to be around.
She's so happy to be close to home, Overland Park, Kansas, not far from Omaha. Larson and another dig, this one too far and can't get the return from Drews.
Drews cleaning that up. That's what they have to do. Take advantage of anything Omaha gives you. Little bit of an inch, you gotta take it and take advantage of it.
Talk about being at home. The Sandy, Utah native played at Utah for Beth Lanier, who's in the house tonight, her college coach. Utah here in downtown Salt Lake City, if you don't know. RJP, nice dig. This ball is too tight. And you can't put it there against those two blockers.
And Fitzmaurice completely surrounds the ball. The ball is tight, but it's a nice job not getting tooled, not getting pushed, jammed into this block. Look at this control.
In Greece 2 seasons ago, best blocker, best scorer, and hitter in all of Greece. Moved up to Italy last year. Justine Wong-Orantes with the dig. This team is just too good at the moment. Roll shot, no touch. And Jordan Larson immediately tells her setter, one-time rival, Laura Dijkma, my fault, my fault. That's great. We got to talk to those two about their relationship.
She said that Jordan Larson's like a little dog that never goes away. And just nipping at your heels, your ankles.
Here she sets Larson again, who takes a big cut, no touch, almost a repeat of the previous play. Yeah, Dijkma said the dog nips at your heels and grabs your Achilles, and then you shake your leg, and she was shaking it, couldn't get rid of her. Note to self, if Jordan Larson grabs leg, you're gonna have to do more than shake it to get rid of number 10. They've played in Champions League finals. They've played in all kinds of different matchups, those two players. There's a good delivery. And I know Dijkma was expressing frustration with all the plans they ever had. Scouting reports, planned by the coaches, the players, the knowledge, the previous video. It never worked.
It never worked, and it didn't matter when Jordan Larson was on the other side of the net.
Multiple Champions League titles for Jordan Larson, multiple MVPs in those Champions League titles for Jordan Larson. In fact, she had a remarkable feat. She won it and was MVP for a team 1 year, went to another team the following year, different country, won it again.
It's crazy.
Here her team is +3 and up 1-9. Fitzmaurice off to an excellent start through the block and down.
Well, it's really nice to have so many options. Susie Fritz said that once they've moved Stivrins to the right, it kind of limited what they had in the middle. So they're trying to find, all right, how are we going to move people around? Keeping everybody healthy, keeping everybody fresh. That was important to her. And a big performance by Fitzmaurice.
Winters is everywhere a la Larson. Opportunity, RJP, big cut, winner.
Nice high swing by Jones Perry, hitting this ball off the block into that angle, recognizing there's a triple block. There's only 2 defenders back there in that angle.
Poulter with a tough serve. They need to convert this one. No, Justine Wong-Orantes with the platform out. She'll lay it short. Fader, perfect pass, double quick basically to Stivrins on the right.
It's got to be a little frustrating right now for Poulter and Dixon. That rarely happens where they misconnect. And that's the second time that that's happened. A perfect dig by Wong-Orantes. And they're able to keep that going and win the rally.
New set, same script thus far for Omaha. In control, looking for a technical timeout. Lead here. Larson didn't even have to move her feet. Fields, got it.
Sitting here at this angle, watching her hit from the left side of the court, I mean, she just elevates. She's moved it around. She's hit a little bit line seam, deep corner, and now sharp into that angle.
See how aggressive Ronnie Jones Perry gets here.
Watch the passer super deep in serve receive.
Perfect pass. Better block. Kojima was on her horse, but couldn't quite get there. Technical timeout, set number 2 is identical to the technical timeout in set number 1. Will the result be the same, or will Salt Lake City rally? Set 2 continues next. Justine Wong-Orantes, at one point struggling with her confidence, struggling with being overseas, and turned herself completely around.
Well, it's not an easy thing to do when you're playing at a super high level, and there's a lot of elements in play when you're doing that. And to watch her evolve and be so good, so consistent for the USA national team, and all of that experience is paying off here in Love. Such great vision, such good poise, such good control of the ball, and that's what makes her so good and such a valued asset of this team.
One of those liberos who can equally pass and play defense, a complete player at that position.
Yeah, and a lot of times you'll find someone that does one much better than the other, and really she does both well.
From a volleyball family, her parents met via rec league volleyball. Mom had played collegiately, her brother played. Now coaching. Outside, Drews. Blasting it off of Larson. So a good response out of the technical timeout for Salt Lake City with that side out.
A lot of heat. Drews stepping up. So Drews and Fields, point scorers, point leaders right now for their team.
Another opportunity here if they can corral it, but they cannot. The quality of touch is a little better on one side.
It is, and it's systematically maybe a little better too. You see Poulter come flying in. She wanted to make that play, but maybe Jones-Perry had a better beat on it and could have controlled it a little bit better. So still trying to figure out who's going to play what ball to control it well.
Fitzmaurice and Dykma back. Wong-Orantes nearly had that one, an almost impossible grab off the block. Instead, it's another nice kill on the right side this time for Fields, who has a number of very impressive kills, but you're following her numbers over here, aren't you, Selena?
Yeah, her hitting percentage is low right now. I mean, she's got 5 kills. I believe that's her 5th kill so far on the evening. But it's errors and keeping some balls in play. So she's got to up that just a little bit for her team. Hitting percentage-wise.
Tamamiya Shiro is going to look to change to the double sub here, bringing in Heidi Casanova and Tamaki Matsui, the backup setter. We've seen her do this a number of times. Go to that 6-2 mid-match as Fitzmaurice goes backslide winner.
And this is what makes it so difficult. So now you have another attacker that can hit off one foot. You have a quick attack in the middle, a double quick going. Hard for the block to decide and to choose one hitter when you're passing well.
Adriana Fitzmaurice, another one of these incredible women playing professional volleyball at the level they are, and taking the MCATs, thinking about being a doctor. Said, well, maybe family practice, maybe a surgeon. Had a lot of experience with the orthopedic side of things. Remarkable people.
Remarkable.
Jones-Perry blasts in high, resets, gets it back. Justine Wong-Orantes scoops it. Winters delivers.
And no matter how hard Salt Lake is playing right now, because they are doing some nice things, keeping the ball alive, but watch Wong-Orantes and how she sees and reacts to the ball, her eye movement, her foot movement, her placement, controlling the ball. Man, it is a fun thing to watch.
Perfect pass, right side attack. Through the block and down, first kill for Heidi Casanova.
Casanova is another one that can be terminal for Salt Lake City. If they need another arm, another option, Casanova comes in, gives them just a little more firepower.
Had more than 20 kills in match number 1, as now they continue to make changes, and Ronnie Jones-Perry enters the match, originally out of BYU. Sorry, that ball blasted out of bounds. Got a little bamboozled there for a second. 11, Serena Gray enters the match at middle blocker. Ronnie Jones-Perry been here the whole time.
Well, that's the heat they need. That is the heat they need. Drews coming through, swinging hard at the ball.
Dykema goes with the flow. Oh, Ronnie Jones Perry's all over it. I'll stop your flow state.
In a hurry. Really nice move by Jones Perry. Look at her eye work. She sees the arm, drops in on the angle of Fitzmaurice.
15-14, a much different second set now from the technical timeout. Omaha stretched out, not this time. All right, repeat set and repeat result. We're tied.
I like that they went back to her, but Ronnie Jones Perry was ready in the right position and took the line away that time. Excellent job by Jones Perry.
Jones Perry alongside Gray getting encouragement from Mary Lake. A lot of good Utah vibes here. A lot of former BYU players, a lot of folks that grew up in Utah. And you added to the mix some other professional women from all over. And what a season we have here in Salt Lake City as well as across the nation with Love Volleyball. All right, so 15 apiece. Pair of stuff blocks, been siding out a little bit better. SLC doing some of those things you wanted them to do.
Well, I think you need that momentum. You need big plays. Like, you can't just roll shot. You can't hit a ball into the, serve into the net. You've got to just go. And you're seeing it from every phase of the game.
Setter Salima, do you go to Fitzmaurice again?
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
All right. Well, you might have to. Nope. Thader high ball. Got it. Emily Thader. Put me on the outside, coach.
Well, it's a really good job tracking that ball. It's not easy to do for a middle. She's waiting to see what happens. It's the right side of the block. Really good vision.
Emily Thader lists herself at 6'3". You know what? False. I've stood next to Emily Thader. It's no surprise she's so effective at the net. Rodriguez back in again. Tough serve. Thader will back up. Go back slide. No success this time. Casanova. Oh, the roll shot goes from Haiti Casanova. A little bit off balance on both sides throughout that rally.
Well, it's the effort on the side of Salt Lake City that's really turned up. The defensive effort, keeping the ball alive, high in the air. All of the small plays, we were talking about the small ball around the net.
Rodriguez back in. It's that all Nebraska reception lineup. A little too sharp for Jordan Larson.
I don't know if they were looking for maybe a touch. Larson didn't think so.
Attacking-wise, statistically a tough start for Larson. They're going after Lexi Rodriguez at the moment. Winters a little late on that ball, but powering through.
Coming through fast. They're going after Rodriguez because she just hasn't played, right?
Right.
You've got Larson, you know what she's doing right now. You know what Wong-Orantes does, but Rodriguez, she's a pretty good passer.
Fields, OT, straight down.
And again, moving it around. Sharp angle, hard line. Fields getting it done.
It doesn't matter what kind of honors you have. You're not returning that one. Lexi Rodriguez, the all-time digs leader at Nebraska. Who she replaced? Justine Wong-Orantes. Touch there on Rodriguez. Welcome to the pros, kid. They are going after her.
That was coming in hot, and she couldn't get quite out of the way of it.
Salt Lake City with the lead. 19-17. Home crowd. Let them hear it. Timeout, Omaha. 8-2 Salt Lake City run.
Well, and earlier you were talking about how Omaha was controlling the ball. One side was just touching the ball a little bit better, and right now that's Salt Lake controlling the ball, making the little plays at the net, and converting. They have to convert in transition. Drew's swinging hard at ball. Fields right now swinging hard. That's what they're doing right now to make a big difference.
Bruno Chateau pretty active there, assistant coach, originally out of France for Love Salt Lake. And they've kind of evened the score on the service game. 2 aces, 4 errors for both teams. And Ronnie Jones-Perry back at the line for that big jump serve. She has one of those aces already moments ago. Rodriguez in the middle. Bad toss. It looked like it kind of fell off of RJP's hand there as she went to throw it.
Got away from her, and she just had to cup it and keep it in play, and Larson gobbled it up.
So Omaha within striking distance here, trailing by 1. Back to this theta rotation where they've been scoring. Good bump set. And an absolute bomb on the outside. Emily Thader. I have been totally impressed by every middle blocker in this league. Their ability to make the off-play play defense.
They work on those. I mean, that's something that every team should be working on. And you can generate points. Like, you don't understand. Generate points.
Overpass a little too far. Behind in the point for the moment. Still fighting Salt Lake. Not anymore. Herrera. Omaha up now, 2019.
That was just a little too much. A lot of tips, got all the hitters on the ground. Lots of scrambling on the side of Salt Lake. A calm, controlled ball to finish by Omaha.
This is the level of play you can expect if you make it to the Love Classic next week, February 14th to 16th, Municipal Arena in Kansas City. Full coverage on ESPN, so don't be afraid to join in long distance. But you need to make your plans for the league finals. The first ever postseason coming up after the Love Classic this weekend. You'll have another chance April 10th to the 13th to see every single player on the roster. KFC Yum Center, one of the fantastic growth points for women's volleyball. Louisville, Kentucky, you got to swallow it. Do not come in there and say Louisville, all right? You'll be right out of the place. Quarters, semis, finals. You can also tune in via ESPN for those. Do not miss a chance to show up at league finals in Louisville. Make your plans now. That is April 10th to the 13th. First ever championship to be awarded. Thader at the line. Omaha looking to close out a much more competitive second set. Trickle, not an ace. It's a dunk instead for Winters.
Salt Lake trying to control that ball. Catching that tape, that's a tough one. They need to continue to get the ball high. Anything that's falling over the net, the tips, the small plays, so they can get big swings.
3-0 run is ended there. Salt Lake owns one more timeout if this gets a little closer to the end of the set. Back to serve goes Serena Gray, at least momentarily. Instead, in comes Tori Dixon, owner of one ace already in the match.
Haley Washington back in. 3 excellent blockers at the net. And Drews, Washington, and Fields.
Yeah, about as big as Salt Lake can get. Now's the time. Good move there by Drews. Winters inside with some heat.
If you look at the flight of the ball, the high dig to the fast set to the outside, that's what makes that entire play work.
You're talking about change of pace.
Here's the high dig. There's the stress on the block, too fast, can't get closed.
That to me looks like a young blocker just overrunning the play. That ball was well inside. For all Skylar Fields' talent, she is early in her volleyball journey.
It's going to be a fun one to watch.
Indeed. Already been a blast. A 2-time Offensive Player of the Week. Dykma in, along with Fitzmaurice, and a slight delay here as the officials try and make sure they have the lineups correct. And Dykma isn't resetting her serving routine, which we spoke about earlier.
Gonna go straight down the line here, see if she can work the seam.
Wong-Orantes, another dig. Mishandled ball. Don't worry about it. We're not calling it, people. You volleyball purists, go to the refrigerator if you're upset. This is how it is now. Second contact stays on your side. Totally legal, and I love it.
Well, it keeps things going. Doesn't give the hitter a real advantage.
The only advantage is that play continues like a hanging curve or if you throw a duck. Wong-Orantes again. How to be an impact at libero, the Justine Wong-Orantes story. I'm going to pitch that for the title of our autobiography. We're going to workshop it though first.
I think
I'll talk to her.
Yeah. Might have to have a conversation.
JWO is really good. When you go into the statistical analysis of all the teams league-wide, you look at first ball side-out percentage, you look at their opponent's first ball side-out percentage, one of the things that jumps out when you watch this team play is number 4.
Well, without question, it's controlling the pass, but it's also the dig to transition. And that's what they wanted to get better at, right? They talk about that all the time. Can we dig this ball high enough, control it so we can score? And the way they're doing it now is just stressing the block, digging the ball high enough to get some splits in the block.
So that timeout burn, they had it in reserve, but they would love to be taking it with a much closer score here. Salt Lake City. Set point. Wong-Orantes making a difference, already closing in on double-figure digs. For a 2-0 lead. Not yet.
Salt Lake has time, and they can close the gap here. Aggressive from the service line, disciplined on defense, finishing plays in trans.
Second set point. Winters, Fitzmaurice, Herrera. Winters, the hot hand, not this time. Kojima, not the second time. Fitzmaurice and Herrera again. That is the third block straight down for that pair in this match.
What a way to finish it.
Sometimes it's not individuals, but pairings and matchups that win. 6'6", Adriana Fitzmaurice. First action, big impact. Her side up, 2-0. Perhaps you didn't catch the 2023 South American Championships. The best blocker in that tournament is in action here in Love for Omaha. Candelaria Herrera already having a massive impact on the league, and particularly in this match. Next to Fitzmaurice, owner of 3 stuffed blocks. And the coaches around the league have remarked about her handwork and her quickness to utilize that positioning.
Well, I think you see her move quickly from pin to pin, but she looks across the net to watch where they're attacking the ball, and then she finishes, she grabs the ball and finishes her hands into the court, which is pretty unique. Sometimes that's what you want, but a lot of times the blockers just go up and they press over, but that's why she's so good at finishing plays. She gets stuff blocks because of that.
Loves coffee and reading when she's not on the floor, and putting a hard cover on your attack when you're across the net.
Yeah, I like coffee and reading. I can't block anymore though.
Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell as we begin set 3. Can Omaha continue the roll? They got a lot of pushback from Salt Lake City in that last set. Fields, dug by Wong-Orantes again. Maybe don't continue hitting into the angle there, as we're going to have a challenge mid-rally. And play does stop when that goes off.
It may have just been a buzzer. I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Challenge, yeah. Susie Fritz saw something she did not like during that rally and felt compelled to risk it. And this is the balance for the coach. Are you ahead? How's the ball going? Should I press the button?
I mean, it's early yet.
And you must challenge early. It's the first play.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You
It's
must,
0-0.
You must challenge within the rally. The moment something happens, you can't wait.
Poulter and Larson were having a little moment there, jawing at the net.
And it ended with some like straight
shove.
fingers to the stomach. Oh, left hand, left arm.
Or the ball. Hold on. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right, Lima.
That may just be the ball.
2 challenges per team per set with the Hawkeye system in play.
No, this is a good view. Well,
And anyway, when you're blocking, the ball can't hit the net into your arm and that be counted a fault.
right.
Conversation now happening. This is unsuccessful there, but conversation being had with the officials and Jordan Larson.
She's like, hey, I'm looking at the replay. You see what I'm seeing, Brian? No, they're still having a conversation. Are we seeing the same thing? And maybe it's a different play as well. It could be.
Well, you have to challenge within 8 seconds of the play. You have to specify what you're challenging. And it is not an all-inclusive challenge.
So that was a different swing, I believe. Yeah, that was a different swing, and this may have been a net. Hold on. No.
I mean, look at all the swings you want. No nets on the play.
Well,
What do you think about challenging on the first play of a set?
it's a little early.
All right, well.
I mean, I wouldn't, although I said that to my team, I'd never challenged before 2 points, and I did it once, and I couldn't take it back.
You could just light it on fire. So it's a replay. Ball's still live. Does not result in a point for Omaha. Take that back point for Salt Lake off the unsuccessful challenge. And off the error there in connection by Omaha.
Kojima getting that ball underneath it, scooping that ball. Excellent dig.
Kojima, good pass. Right side, Fields. Good soft touch. Fast pace to the right side, maybe a little too fast. Stivrins runs directly into the block of Drew's leading blocker for SLC alongside Serena Gray.
Well, and this is the toughest play for her right now as a converted middle to the right side of the court. An out of system play off of 2 feet, managing those sets.
Right back to the line. Fields elevates, terminates, and scores 4-1 Salt Lake City.
Well, that was the touch off of the block. You saw how high that dig was. See if Salt Lake can do more of that. A high dig, setters in place, and they can transition out of it.
Probably looking at a 5-1 timeout if Salt Lake wins this one. They do not. Jordan Poulter upset with herself after that play. Unable to pull it out of her right shoe.
Omaha, again, passing the ball well enough to get the middles involved.
Point scoring rotation for Love Omaha. That one looked too high, and indeed no touch. Scudded out of bounds. And all of a sudden, what could have been 5-1 is 4-3. Washington got it. Haley Washington with her 3rd kill now on 7 swings, approaching 400 efficiency. Winters fights it off, gets it back, trying to hit her way out. Instead, it's Fields with the defense. But that ball is directly into the tape. Hitting error 5-4. And Adriana Fitzmaurice has earned herself some more playing time with her performance in that 2nd set. She is back in alongside Laura Dykma, who will go back to serve. Fitzmaurice said she had the longest off season of her life. May of 24 to January 25.
Yeah.
That ball tipped into the middle, and it was the summer of Adriana. Said she went and house sat for a couple of weeks in San Francisco. A friend had a house sitting job. Oh, I'll come up and spend a couple of weeks up there. That'd be great. I'll see some friends from school, and it'll be fun. Then went down to Catherine Plummer's wedding, of course, former teammate who got married after the Olympic Games.
Yes.
And then went to the First Love Clinic, held elsewhere in the United States, and really just had a fantastic time before returning to the professional field.
It's so nice to have that break, but it's also kind of weird being off for that long for a lot of these players.
A little different than the summer of George, the summer of Adriana. Saying yes, floor contact was had.
The Haley Washington roll shot on the slide. We've seen it a couple of times, and sometimes that's when the ball's behind her just a little bit. So she was having a conversation with Poulter. Maybe she's getting ahead of the ball, or is the set behind her?
2 of the world's best liberos making plays on both sides, as that will be a back row violation against Dykma as she tried to retrieve that pass that was too tight. Laura Dykma did not make this last Olympic roster, but helped coach for a while. A couple of younger setters taken for the Netherlands. Cover, Wong-Orantes scooped it, got it. And Fields put it away.
Heck of a finish by Fields, but Wong-Orantes, you said it, Wong-Orantes, the plays in the left back, covered that ball all the way on the right side of the court and kept it alive for her team. But Salt Lake playing with some renewed energy.
For the first time in this match, Salt Lake City is the aggressor. They are +4, trying to hang on in set 3.
Hey, do you need a hand? Yeah. How many you got left? 2. Okay. Up. Okay, that's it, that's it. You said 2 more. You can do it. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. So close, so close. Oh, nice. Whew. Thank you. Oh, well done. I barely touched that. Nice to meet you, though.
League One Volleyball is presented by Adidas and by the Love Classic. Tickets available now for the Love Classic next weekend. Valentine's weekend, February 14th to 16th. Go to LOVBclassic.com for more details. All 6 teams there. Everyone guaranteed 2 matches. All those matches are on ESPN networks as well, so do yourself a solid. Go to the middle of the country. Enjoy it in person. If you can't do that, well, comfort of your own home, you can enjoy the best volleyball players on the planet. We're enjoying 2 of the best liberos on the planet. No hyperbole.
We are so lucky to see this live and in person and watch the greatness of all of these huge swings and all of this incredible firepower with 2 of the best liberos in the world.
Talking about Manami Kojima, Olympian for Japan. That's Justine Wong-Orantes there, multiple-time medalist for Team USA. Of course, best libero at the Olympic Games. Manami Kojima, 2024 VNL best libero. And you've already seen it in this match, plying their trade. You've seen Jalen Winters going off as well, 15 kills, 6 digs. And a lot of passing responsibility. There's Kojima showing you. It's Morris, off the block, out of bounds. Count the K, put it over the railing.
Fitzmaurice found a way to hit that ball off the hands, and that's what they wanted out of that right side position, to continue to get her more offense. Drevniak obviously has been out, resting her a little bit. You saw some tape on her knee. Now again, nice options for Omaha.
Missed contact by Haley Washington, who knew it, and that was about 3 feet long out the end line. Omaha right back into this 3rd set. 9-8.
Trying to force the middle a little bit. Off the net.
A little 3-0 run out of the timeout. Back to Washington. And back to form, yes. Everyone started to celebrate.
Ball hit a foot or 2 maybe, but this is the rhythm that they were looking for. I was still up, trying to get it over the net. Haley Washington can go on some runs from the service line herself.
That was a beauty of a pass from Winters. And then a fortunate block. That thing was all the way on the other side of the net and bounced back.
I've been really impressed with Winters and her evolution over the course of the season, how well she's passing the ball. And here's some frustration. That ball's in the air for a little bit too long for it to fall.
Yeah, kind of a weirdo bounce.
Yep.
11-8, Salt Lake. Reset, J-Wo. Oh, is that a libero in the left back? Kind of tall.
It's Haley Washington.
Outside, RJP got it. Home crowd, welcome back. Your team needs you.
Salt Lake just slowly making these plays. Slowly pushing from the service line. Dig to transition. Big difference.
And an ace serve. There's the run. You mentioned Salima. You had it. Nostra Lima with the prediction.
Well, it's that flat, tough serve by Washington. It'll catch you. It comes off from the right to left, or left to right, look, depending on how you're looking at it. It catches her on the right shoulder.
That little mini run out of the Omaha timeout answered again by Salt Lake and forced Omaha into another timeout.
So here's the question. Can Salt Lake sustain this level of play, first of all, maintain the lead, and win the set?
One of the things I like that you just mentioned is that they have built this with a number of good plays. It hasn't been one run of big stuff blocks or errors on the other side or something that Omaha is controlling. It's been Salt Lake dictating over the last few points and this last stretch of the third set. Something they haven't done this weekend.
No. And remember, they played last night too. You know, they're tired. They've been going back to back. So this is not easy, but they're at home. And if they're going to do it, they're going to do it at home.
Yeah, and if you look back to that match, they had one 5-point stretch where they outplayed Atlanta. Other than that, they did not. Here, they've been outplaying Omaha for quite some time. A much longer period. And that's going to end right there. Perhaps a ball that should have been picked up, because there's a lot of volleyball to be played in this third set. If you're Omaha, you're not too concerned.
Yeah, without question, that ball should be picked up. That ball touch off the block, 10 feet in the air. Someone's got to grab it.
Winters, nice run down. Excellent placement, but it does not lead to a point. They do have one challenge left. Remember, Omaha used the challenge on the very first play, but that one confirmed why. They're looking down the bench to see what they saw. They have a little better line eye view of it. Winters, another good pass. Right side quick, and it's another block. Salt Lake City in control.
Well, and Gray showing up a little bit late, but again, her hand placement really disciplined. Watch this block. There goes Gray. She's in. She funnels it back into the court. Don't have to be super high. Just have to be in the right spot.
Staying in the play and maybe staying in the match here with a third set victory. Jordan Larson. Cross body. Right into the basket.
Holter smiling a little bit. They're gonna exchange some words for sure. But this crossbody shot, facing into that angle, finds that sliver down the line.
Lauren Stivert's back in, Gabby Blossom as well. Larson focused, getting her team back here in the third. Bader with a nice touch. Opportunity Omaha. No. Serena Gray up there next to the opposite Skylar Fields, and I think Fields got every piece of that.
I don't know. In Stivert's, I don't think she left the ground, first of all. I think she stood and hit it as hard as she could, and think she told it off the block.
Well, this is the second challenge of the set issued by Omaha. Yeah, ball clearly in. So if you're Susie Fritz at this point, you've burned both your timeouts, you've burned both your challenges. You are a passenger in the vehicle.
You are. So it's up to the team, right?
Yep.
How can they rally right now on their own?
Trailing by 6. That ball is too tight. And that block is too big. Gray and Fields again.
Gray and Fields just controlling the net right now for Salt Lake. How about this momentum shift in the play of Salt Lake City right now?
Tamamiya Shiro has been searching for the right combination of players. Perhaps she's hit on it here. Maddie Haynes now in the block as well. 6'4" outside hitter. That's going to go a little too far, and Danny Drew is going to come right back. Blocking sub trip there for Haynes. Jordan Larson will head back to serve. Coached a couple of seasons. Said she really enjoyed that.
Loved coaching. I mean, it's so rewarding. That's what you talked about, just really helping the young women and empowering them and uplifting them and coaching. It's the best. Miss into that angle, but Salt Lake's still in pretty good shape. Very good shape.
OT kill for Fields.
Love the repeat. Going back, giving somebody confidence. They make an error that is just a small miss. Go right back to them.
Missouri City, Texas native going high, over, in, with power. All of those excellent adjectives for a volleyball attack. Drew's left front, Washington middle front, Fields right front. Off balance. Omaha has to have it. And they got it.
And we've seen Thader from the line cause some trouble for Salt Lake. She can do it again, but they have to get some swings in transition inside out here. Can't set a ball over the net and send a free ball back to Omaha.
Good pass, Washington. Off the right hand of Herrera. No help that time from Stivrins in the right front.
Yeah, she was kicked out to the pin, which I'm not so sure about because they ran a couple of balls to Washington in that gap before. Might want to be in there and help a little bit and then go.
At least just a left hand.
Just a little bit.
Salt Lake closing in on a set victory here. Fields playing the full game. Winters, no topspin, no touch, no point for the women in green. Yellow takes the square, 20-14.
And right now, both teams controlling the digs. So look at that dig by Skylar Fields, right on the money. Now it's going to be a matter of who can finish the play at the end.
A little bit off the net, doesn't matter for the Blossom Herrera correction.
And you have to be in the air at the exact same time as Herrera to be able to even touch that ball. So fast, if you're not commit blocking, that's what's gonna happen.
That ball's tight and out of bounds. That's one.
Limiting unforced errors is going to be key for Salt Lake. They can't get wild and start doing anything crazy. Keep doing what you've been doing.
Remember, Omaha is going to be the #2 seed in the Love Classic if they can pick up the win here. Salt Lake trying to have something to say about it here. Trailing 2-0. Salt Lake City has come alive. How aggressive will Winters be? Very is the answer. The block up to the task. Haiti Casanova back in with that double sub next to Washington.
They are just putting the pieces together. You see Manami and Justine talking to their players right now. That block, solid. So you had Fields out there on the right with Gray. Now you have Casanova and Washington. It's a big block.
Winters with the kill response out of there, but time is running out for Omaha. Haiti Casanova, 33 in blue and yellow. She's wearing her Apple Watch, so I'm wondering, does she have the volleyball workout going on her left arm there?
She might.
Is she getting credit for her daily fitness goals?
I understand that. You know, good for her if she is.
I could play in a watch indoors. Outdoors, maybe? How many calories is this volleyball match burning?
I don't know. We'll ask her after.
Washington with the kill. Another beautiful delivery, this time coming from Tamaki Matsui.
They have to keep running that gap with Washington, the pushes, the gaps, the threes, the 31s. She scored on the last 3 of them. Gets around it so well and so fast.
22-17. A much needed boost via their own excellent play for Salt Lake City. Tip, passing over there. RJP uses the block to her credit. Now, the only unfortunate thing for Salt Lake City at this point is you don't play on aggregate, so keep blowing them out. It doesn't matter. We're going back to 0-0. This is not Champions League or World Championships with a point ratio tiebreaker. Oh, nice save.
What a set. That ball was headed over the net. Beautiful one-hand set by Kojima. Take a look at this. It's flying over there. She catches it before it crosses the plane. Gets Fitzmaurice that play in the middle of the court.
Yeah, splitting the players. You can have all those options when you have so many middle blockers up front. Roll shot into the donut. Good. Set points, Salt Lake upcoming. Salt Lake City, the aggressor this entire set, and that is a flip of the script from the first 2. They lost 25-17 and 25-21. Pretty convincing fashion. And all credit to the women in yellow for their play in this 3rd set. To go to the 4th. Kojima dig. The crowd wanted it. They'll get it on the return from Fields. No challenges for Omaha. No talk about it. No question. The victory, 25-18. Salt Lake.
A play. How about that set from the middle blocker? You talk about it all the time. And the big swing from Fields to finish.
You are not measured in how you play or behave when everything is going fine. You are measured against your response to pressure. Your response to the opponent going somewhere. Salt Lake responds in the 3rd. Let's play 4.
It was a totally different Salt Lake team in the last set, and it was led by Skylar Fields. The energy and the momentum was there with every single swing. And what's the most impressive about Fields is how she's able to move the ball around the court. Not just hitting the same shot, that's making it very difficult for Omaha to defend. 12 kills with 2 blocks and 5 digs, so not just doing it from the offensive end, Skylar Fields is doing it from every single part of the game.
On the other side of the pin attackers, Danny Drews, 7 kills. Not a ton of kills, perhaps importantly, 292 percentage.
Well, that's huge. If you're hitting a higher percentage, you're not making as many errors. You're keeping the ball in play when you need to, and you're terminating when you're supposed to.
All right, so the question now is how will Omaha respond to that set loss? That ball too low to the middle. Fader managing. And then blocking in return, Jordan Larson will pick up that block. Larson, second in kills with 7, but she's hitting 043, doing a lot of other things, obviously. The main offensive damage in this match done so far by Jaylee Winters, 16 kills, hitting 467 for efficiency. Start to see where the ball goes here. Back-to-back blocks. Thader will get that one. 2-0. Green side.
Kojima was still way off the court. She tried to make her way back to make that cover. But that's what Omaha has to do, and that's no easy feat, blocking Skylar Fields.
J-Wo can't handle that heat from RJP. Ronnie Jones-Perry with the heat down the right side. She'll go back to serve. A little bit of relief there in the eyes. You see that?
Yeah, I absolutely did. She's been trying to work her way back to find ways to score.
Yeah, not a ton of attempts for RJP, looking at just 13 with 4 kills. Fast overhead. What a delivery.
Blossom with just beautiful hands. I love watching her set any direction, but really behind the flow of that slide attack. Perfect tempo.
Good pass by Drews. Oh, nice touch. Winters, transition, gets it, too tight. Puts it in the donut. Is it up, is it down? Called down. No argument from Salt Lake.
I was hoping it wasn't a challenge. The ball was still going. That was a tough one to see.
Looked like it was off to the right side of a charging Kojima. Don't get in the way of a charging Kojima. Kill almost as many people as hippopotamuses in Africa. Most dangerous libero on the floor. Watching her is a true treat. Had her in Athletes Unlimited in the fall. A revelation, so much fun. Always smiling, always having a blast while she is digging every last ball that you hit clean past the block.
And how fortunate is she to have Manami as her coach, advising her, talking to her, being her second set of eyes. It's a pretty neat combination.
2-time National Defensive Player of the Year during her college career, an Olympic silver medalist in her decorated professional life with Team USA. And now coaching, Fields. Dug by Justine Wong-Orantes. It's looking like national team practice right now. Smart reset by Drews. Again, too tight. Wong-Orantes read it, but couldn't quite get there.
Excellent rally. We're going to continue to talk about how Salt Lake is controlling the ball. I can't emphasize this enough. You remember in the first 2 sets, some bang-bang plays around the net and just no swings. They're not getting swings out of it. Now they're getting swings out of those plays because the flight of the ball is high enough for them to run the offense.
Yeah, right there, they manufactured a swing. This ball is too tight again. Dangerous play and a wipe. That'll be point Omaha.
Love that play by Winters. Anybody watching, outside hitters, seeing that tight set go to the net, and she went to push that ball into the block and throw it out of bounds.
Jaylee Winters has been the target, 37 receptions. Next closest person, Jordan Larson, 10.
She is handling it well.
Well, Salt Lake servers doing a good job of targeting her. Dykma in again. Drews. She's been the target on the other side. That tip is down. So a lot of soft stuff going. What do you adjust? Do you adjust the entire system? Do you adjust a particular person? How do you pick up more of those slow tips?
You adjust systematically. You say, okay, who's going to be responsible for this? And generally speaking, it's one of the off blockers. When you have two blockers in, that's a long way to go. So they have to talk. If there's help from the right side, is that right back? Or if there's help from the left side, is that left front?
Big block, Poulter, 6'2" at the net.
Poulter strong with that right hand, lined up perfectly on Winters.
Poulter back from a knee injury back in December of 22. She said she's about 65% at the Olympic Games, won a silver medal.
Yeah.
And now feeling right about 100%, and that'll be another ace. Look at Salt Lake.
That's the one we saw earlier that Skylar Field missed, I think, twice into the net. She's going for that short serve. Again, trying to jam up the middles. You got Drevniak running behind. We'll watch her run all the way behind the court, and this really can be a problematic rotation if the serving's tough enough.
Drevniak back for the first time since set one. Fields another dig. Tough swing. Winters manages. Right back to her. RJP. Can she keep it in play? Yes, she can. Drevniak with the winner. Lefty, wrist away, off the high hands.
And Omaha keeping this ball alive. A smart play on the side of Salt Lake, staying down. But Omaha just too much to finish the play.
A lot of volleyball been played for 12 points here in set four. Some good rallies. Kevin Barnett alongside Notre Dame head coach Salima Rockwell. We are in set four. Thanks for being with us. Our final match of Weekend with Love. In Salt Lake, Manami Kojima with the dig. And an undercall goes against Salt Lake. Cannot step entirely across that line.
So center line violation.
Not sure I like that when it's away from the play.
When it's away, yeah. If it doesn't interfere, if it's not a dangerous.
The thing is, it kind of opens up a lot of dangerous possibilities.
Agreed.
Getting in the way of a Haley Washington swing is a dangerous possibility. 7-7.
Another perfect pass, allowing that offense to run. Even if the block knows, a little bit late on that play. Washington so good on the slide. She's been effective in front and behind.
Kojima taking one up top. And waving it off. The hazards of being a volleyball player.
Indeed. And Drevniak making an impact coming back. She's been cold for a little while, and they're counting on her to get some swings. They need some more offense on the right side, making an adjustment.
A little too high for Washington. Into the net by Dykma. That is a veteran play. Oh, Jordan Larson says, no, I did not net. And immediately going to Susie Fritz, saying, no, this may be a better time to use your, your challenge.
There's a finger wag, back. Not.
Well, watch the hand technique here from Jordan Larson.
Right.
The full soft block. She's got her hands back.
I know.
It's not here. It's coming up. This is the play by Dykma.
We're going to see it right here. Hands are soft block. Deflection.
Okay, in real time, I don't see it.
Let's see if we see anything here. On the way up, no. Deflection, no. On the way down, no.
What say you,
on that
Lima?
play. Not on that play.
Okay.
I don't know if there was something earlier. I don't see it.
No, that was where the whistle was blown.
I mean, it's moving, but I don't know what from. So you see how it's bouncing right now. So maybe it just looked like.
Haley Washington even saying to Jordan Larson,
Yeah, there was-
he didn't touch the
Yeah.
net. Let's continue on. So no net fault. Good job by the officiating crew.
That was a replay.
Remember, Omaha went all the way through all their challenges last time. This time, they're successful. They retain the challenge.
I think Larson and Poulter talk after every play.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's fun winning. It's even more fun when you beat your friends. One-on-one block, Vader. All by herself, put it in the stat column.
Well, Vader really good at reading the setter. Watch her. Doesn't move, comes back in, so sees the setter where she's setting the ball and then picks up fields where she's attacking it and drops into that angle.
Yeah, Emily Vader picking up another stuff block in this one. She's been impactful. Chip shot. This one is good. And there'll be more chatter.
Just a little bit. She's gonna go right for her. There they are. I just want a mic on them right now so badly.
Left-hand side of your screen, right across the net from each other.
Good looking set by Poulter. Floated out there perfectly for Ronnie Jones Perry. Again, trying to find more kills. They need a little more production on that left side to maintain this.
Okay, as a fan, I want the set to go to Jordan Larson. I want her to chisel right off of Jordan Poulter again. Just want to see what happens.
Maybe a stuff straight down. Is that going to happen?
No, it is not. It's going to be a hitting error. Drevniak just not able to really get on track in this match.
But again, earlier she didn't hit a lot of balls in practice, maybe none at all. So they're definitely trying to protect her a little bit on maybe some things going on physically, not disclosed to us, but taking a little bit of a break.
Right back to her. This one is good. I love that as a hitter. The setter comes right back to you.
Well, they have confidence in you. I mean, you don't just stand out there going, all right, well, I made an error and I'm out on my own island. That's a confidence booster for sure.
Yeah, usually it's good to have your own island, but not in that case. So that'll be 3 kills now, 2 errors. On 7. Soft block and that'll be out.
The jump set by Poulter, a little downbeat. So when the ball's kind of coming down, gets the middle blocker to bite just a little bit to create that.
Winter is the primary passer, delivers again. Vader the beneficiary. We continue the tight play here in set number 4. That'll be the technical timeout. 12-10. Omaha and Salt Lake City locked in a slugfest.
NCAA women's volleyball has never been more electrifying. The action is non-stop. The energy is explosive. Experience the intensity live. Sign up for pre-sale news and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Salt Lake City in the match now, trailing by just 2 in the 4th set, having won the 3rd. How are they doing it?
Well, it was their dig touches. That was the difference. Early on in the match, they were just bouncing the ball around, wasn't getting much height underneath. They couldn't run their offense. The difference was how they were digging to transition after the play. High digs, that's what creates opportunities. That's what Omaha does so well. And now you're seeing that difference in Salt Lake. Getting the transition opportunities made the big difference in that set.
Yeah, they took that set 25-18. Skylar Fields, 12 kills, 5 digs, 2 blocks at the time. She's added to that. 40 digs tonight through the match. They're going to need some more. They trail by 2. Short serve, Kojima in charge. Vader one-on-one, slowed her down. This time some help. But it's over the top and down. You pointed out Fields' roll on the left for an opposite unusual.
So good. And she, a long time ago, was a left side attacker. And she's now, when Dykema's up there, she's hitting down the line. When she has the bigger block, she's hitting more into the angle. So really being smart with where she's putting the ball.
Banging it through. There is more confidence being shown from Dykema to Drevniak.
Drevniak getting warm, staying in the game, playing all the way around, allowing her more opportunities to attack the ball.
Yeah, one of those players, it's hard to judge their stats at any one moment because they could go on a 5-for-5 run and completely flip the script. Touch on top of the tape. You gotta get a swing at it, right? Cover. And a reset for Salt Lake. Vader, that one rising up on her. We've seen some good middle defense.
Well, they're ready. They're in position, and sometimes it catches you just high and handcuffs you a little bit. But what a nice job by Fields surrounding that ball. Of course, Omaha keeping it in play, but goes back to her again, over and over again until she terminates the play.
Claire Hoffman into serve for Salt Lake City. Add a little defense. She'll be in left back. Winters, good roll shot. Playing just outside the block, picking it up. Jordan Larson. Fields taking out the trash.
Now that was an impressive swing by Fields. Now, I have watched her for a long time, and I think the old Fields would have kept going with it and maybe gotten blocked straight down. She cut this back by the left side blocker. That's an elite level play by Fields.
Drevniak with the right hand. That is up. Definitely up. Winters, low ball, deals with it. Hits it flat into Washington.
Well, they're running that really fast on the Omaha side. They know if that block gets set, that's going to be tough to hit around. Really stretching it out on the outside.
That is going to be Winters now with her 19th kill. Washington tries to tee off. Good blocking move. Back into the offense. Winters again. Got it, late move from Washington, this time over the net.
How about it? The block of Salt Lake City stepping up. Again, you don't have to be super high. You just have to be controlled and in the right spot. A little late. Finishes back into the middle of the court. Haley Washington with the block.
14 apiece. In comes the double sub for Salt Lake City. Casanova Matsui. Ball again, way too low.
But good help. Washington fronts that 31. You see Casanova's in, stays inside. I think she threw her left hand in there, so both players completely surrounding this ball.
Good short serve. Into traffic. A lot of work for Drevniak all the way around there to put that one away.
It's so impressive how they do that. They get around the court, work all the way to the line and still seize the block. That's what Drevniak is very good at. She loves the angle attack, but she's gotten so good at just tooling the line as well.
15 apiece. Race to 10 in this fourth. For Omaha, they need to stay in the lead to take the #2 seed and get a bye next week. At the Love Classic, Drevniak gets them 1 point closer. For Salt Lake City, won't do much about their seed. It'll change position, won't change much about their journey next week. But they would love to get a victory and deny Omaha a rest. Houston certainly cheering right now. They would be the #2 seed with a Salt Lake victory.
Micah's sitting there with her cat, hoping for the best.
Drews slicing it down the line. We've seen some smart swings from some young players.
This really has evolved into an extremely high-level match on both sides with the defensive efforts, the transition attacks.
At one point, it kind of looked like Omaha was going to blow it out, get on the plane, head back to Nebraska. But not anymore. Haley Washington, Mount Washington.
Stepping up, Mount Washington. Again, just in control. Back in the middle of the court, and look at the fire.
You think it's tough climbing a 14er? How about 15,000 square feet? Down the line winner.
Smoking that ball down the line. Susie Fritz is up on her feet, getting all excited about that one.
Yeah, being rewarded for sticking with Drevniak through a few errors. She has now shown you the range that's made her such an exciting pro. 17 all. Jones Perry didn't get all of it, but got enough.
That's a tough one, a little miss hit. Omaha just couldn't control that second touch. Again, those are going to be the small plays right here at the end of this set. Who's getting swings off of their digs, off of the tips.
The rally all began with Washington at the line, and that was out, but Winters chased it.
Washington knew that one was probably sailing out of bounds. Got lucky. Catching the shoulder of Winters.
19-17. Better serve. Into the middle, Gray slices it off, and now it's a 3-point lead, and most assuredly a timeout from Omaha. So a 3-0 run for the home side has the crowd entertained and looking at perhaps about 15 minutes worth of extra volleyball.
Let's do it. I'm all for it.
They'd be looking for a reverse sweep. Would Salt Lake City, who you're looking at right now with assistant coach Bruno Chateau and Tamamiya Shiro at the controls. They lost the first two sets 17 and 21, and Omaha was in complete control. But in that third set, it was a comeback by Omaha behind the play of Fields and Drews. And now they hold the 3-point advantage here in the fourth. Second of our double headers, Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell. In our first match tonight, it was Atlanta all over Madison, 25-20, 25-15, 25-21, closing them out quickly. Tessa Grubbs, again, 13 kills. Gia Day, what a weekend for her. 9 kills, 11 digs, 2 more aces to 6 on the weekend, and player of the match honors. Will we go the distance? Maybe. Washington clears the decks and sets up Casanova for a winner.
Casanova with a brilliant roll shot at the right time. Right in the middle of the court. Difficult to defend, especially from that contact point.
left side block, but this time Drevniak will use it to her advantage. There's still some hope if you're Omaha. You are -3.
Drevniak, excellent job at the net, getting the kills that her team needed. And now the double sub coming back in.
Well, does the preponderance of middle blockers pay off here with Stivrins and Thader?
They're controlling the ball. That double quick is really going to stress Salt Lake. Excuse me.
It doesn't matter. Gray a little too fast off the delivery from Matsui. Nice trip for her in the double sub. Excellent work done.
Matsui makes a comment afterwards. She knows this is too low, but she got it in the zone. Got it in there for her.
Nothing on that one. The lead extended. We're looking at a 5th set. But not before Omaha starts burning the timeouts. 23-18. Are you going to put the set in the fridge, Salima Rockwell?
You know, it's never over until it's over. That's what I say. I mean, it's getting away from them.
I asked Salima Rockwell, not Coach Rockwell.
Right, all right. No, I'm not putting it in the fridge.
Okay, all right, fine.
No, because I think any team, if any team can do it, Omaha can control the ball, smart attacking. Here's the trouble right now. Can you withstand this energy, this momentum? I mean, Salt Lake's feeling it right now. That's the difference. They've got it all going on. So, can they run a double quick? Perfect pass. Get some offense going.
There it is. And it is not the answer. 24-18, Salt Lake to send us to a 5th and deciding set. Overpass. Should have been hit. Someone will get control of it. How about Fields? No! Jordan Larson denies her. Second set point opportunity. This will set up a 5th set where Omaha is going to have a ton hanging in the balance. Looking for that #2 seed and the bye in the Love Classic.
Larson having a little talk with her team, trying to keep them calm and say, hey, we got to push here.
Let's play 5. You never know what might happen in a 5th set, and you really don't know when you're looking at a reverse sweep opportunity. Momentum on the Salt Lake City side. The stakes greater on the Omaha side. Where do we go? 15 win by 2 for the end of the weekend. You know Maximum Volleyball Entertainment is what you wanted on a Saturday night, and we're here to give it to you. Kevin Barnett alongside Salima Rockwell headed into set 5 between Omaha and Salt Lake in your Weekend with Love, our final match of 3. Omaha dominant early, Salt Lake dominant lately. Salima Rockwell, do you think there are a couple of players that might define and determine this 5th set?
Yeah, absolutely. I think certainly Skylar Fields is one that has stepped up, and she's been the one they're relying on. When they need a swing and they need a kill, that's who they're going to. And of course, on the Omaha side, right now, it's been Winters. Winters is their leading point scorer. You know, I think those two, and I say that with a little caveat, because I think Drevniak is going to be kind of that X factor on the side of Omaha. She can come in and streak. She's starting in left front. Can she get them 3 or 4 points in a row to get going?
Drevniak, 8 kills, hitting .312. Been streaking as of late. The 2 other players you mentioned, Jaylee Winters, 19 kills, hitting .349. Fields taking out a lot of trash at 18 kills, .204, taking a lot of difficult swings. So we're underway, and that ball is long. Was it touched? Well, a touch called. And no argument coming from the Omaha side despite their initial denials. 1-0. Poulter with the ace. This time into the corner. Drevniak blocked. Other pin. Larson checks down. Jones Perry wide left.
I like the rip by Jones Perry. You know, hey, now's the time, right? She's been a little bit quiet. Need some offense from her. Going for it. I mean, if Salt Lake's going to win this, either team, you got to go for it.
Ronnie Jones Perry, 8 kills, hitting .368. Not a lot of opportunities, only 19 swings. Getting a couple here early. That ball's going to be too tight. And Jones Perry is going to win that ball. So Ronnie Jones Perry coming up big so far in this set. Look at Skylar Fields, 49 attempts. 49. 18 for Washington, 19 for Jones Perry, 31 for Danny Drews. Run down to the Salt Lake City offense. They have come alive over the last 2 sets. Jones Perry, good toss, good swing. Better block from her side. Kojima lays out. Drevniak, no. Right side, Fields, OT. 2 one-handed stabs. Still good. Fields trying to blow the top off, and the crowd goes Victory Cobra. Surrender Cobra, pardon me, wrong kind of Cobra.
How?
Oh man, what a rally.
How did any of that happen? Oh, that defense, incredible. Keeping the ball alive on the Omaha side, just kept fighting. Fields just couldn't catch the hands.
Everyone taking a moment to wipe the floor and get the 0-2 back in. 2-2. This time Fields off the block.
Really nice swing by Fields, getting that tool off the hands. Double block on her. They know where the ball's going. Can she withstand that block?
Claire Hoffman on to serve and play some defense. Coming in to serve for Gray. Fields with the block this time. J-Wo with a big call. That cannot be run down. Salt Lake looking tall at the net.
Very tall. I mean, this is a big old block. You've got Skylar Fields, Haley Washington, and of course, one of the best left side blockers in this league in Drews. So, man, Omaha's gonna have to keep working to get around this block.
Hoffman keeps Omaha off the net. And then another block. Drews, Washington, part 2. 5-2.
Man, look at this in sync, perfectly sealed over the net. I think Herrera got hit by that covered ball in the face.
And at 5-2, it will be a timeout call. Salt Lake City taking the advantage 15-11 in the blocks category. Manami and her squad, what a turnaround, and what an unfortunate turnaround here for Susie Fritz and her side. So now the question becomes, what do you do if you're on the Omaha side? You're facing a loss and a move to the number 4 seed in the Love Classic, a 3-match run to the final, or you win this in rally fashion and you have a bye.
Well, the first thing they have to figure out is how to get past the block. So they're going to have to tool, they're going to have to hit high hands, they're going to have to run the offense maybe just a little bit faster, because they're controlling the ball well enough, but maybe some of these out-of-system balls or the higher balls is what's giving that Salt Lake block an opportunity to really take care of it.
Herrera no worse for wear. Pass over the top.
That's it right there. Stress the block. They have to run the ball with speed. Exactly what we were talking about. Can't let Washington get closed anywhere. You can't do it or she's going to block the ball.
Here's the other thing that will happen. Whoever loses this match will enter the Love Classic on a 3-match losing streak.
Interesting.
And whoever wins, obviously, will have killed off that 2-match losing streak. Blossom in, Stivrins to the front row. Gabby Blossom back to serve for Love Omaha. A lot of options here. Haley Washington could run that inside front slide. Right side Fields has been strong. A little off the net, you go to your oppo, dug by Gabby. And then another roof. Oh my, blotting out the light.
Man, any out-of-system ball is getting blocked right now by Salt Lake. They are set, they are strong, they are big, and they are taking care of the net.
16 blocks. If that one goes to Fields, that'll be her 3rd. Haley Washington with 5, be her 6th if she gets that one. Kojima's got it. Stivrins matches. That was a huge point.
A huge point. Kojima, those legs were motoring to get this ball. Incredible defensive effort on the side of Salt Lake.
What a wipe. Double sub. Casanova wipes it off of Larson.
You rarely see a wipe go all the way across the court. That was a really, really strong and smart play by Casanova.
Off the hands of RJP and out of bounds.
That was the same swing, a high hand swing by Lauren Stivrins.
They've run a ton of backslide with Stivrins in the opposite. Ball too tight, popped up, kept alive. Stivrins tries to reverse dunk it. Larson, look, that little look down at the defense didn't work. Nice little fake over the top. Didn't touch it.
Oh, the ball was going over the net and it really juked out the Salt Lake team. Washington tried to make a play.
That's a play you typically see a setter make on those overpasses when they are front row. That was Emily Thader shadowing the ball on its way over the net.
Very smart play.
All right, Lexi Rodriguez in. Critical moment, good game experience for the young rookie. Part of the Love Six. And an ace!
Huge moment coming in at this point in the match.
Can she drop another? Going deeper this time. Washington calling for it. Instead, it's Ronnie Jones. Parry dug up by Rodriguez. And missed out of the back row by Winters.
Rodriguez making a huge play in the left back. Comfort zone for her. Digging that ball. Winters, that stretched her just a little bit long. That's why she hit that ball out of bounds.
Love the camaraderie by all the women in this league. You see the moment being celebrated for Lexi. The ace and then the dig to provide that opportunity. All right, big one for Omaha. They have to get out of this rotation with Washington at the line.
They do. They know she can go on a run here, and you've got a big block, a continued big block on the outside.
Haley Washington has been causing havoc from the line here. This has been the best rotation Salt Lake's had in this entire comeback. Casanova pulled her hands, and it wasn't the high flat.
Well, knowing Jordan Larson and all the shots that she has, I understand why she would do that, absolutely. Larson still finds the court.
A race to 15, win by 2, so we're down to 7. Dykma Drevniak back. Outside, RJP soft blocked. No roll shot this time. With the flow, tip over the top, Drevniak again. She has been critical.
She's been blasting, swinging off the hands, and she got blocked a couple of times early in this set, and now just slows it down. Everybody on their heels, expecting her to blast it one more time.
+1 Omaha. Another soft block. Vader with the set. And another block for Salt Lake City. 17 blocks.
How about that? Ronnie Jones Perry. Big play when it counts. Hey, sometimes the game isn't fully going your way and you're not doing everything over the course of the time. But man, at the end when it counts, what's going to happen?
Jordan tipping tight to the net, and that's a winner.
Such a good shot. Tipping that ball inside the block, just over top of the net. I mean, it's nearly impossible to defend.
Hanging on to that 1-point advantage, Jordan Larson. I love Omaha. Into the match to block. Maddie Kubik. OT dug by J-Wo. Kubik will have to free ball it. Spectacular save again. Do you go to Gray? No, back to the outside. Fields got it. Salt Lake is just pushing.
They are pushing. Controlling the ball, controlling the touches, getting the one-on-ones again.
10-all. Scramble plays from Omaha have been outstanding. You make a highlight tape just of the bang-bang
Crazy.
pinball plays. One little run will do it. As good as Salt Lake has been with Washington at the line, there have been stretches with Vader at the line where Omaha has also scored. Kubik remains, left front. Cross from Fields, tip picked up, Drevniak, play the tip. Same matchup. Block, Omaha. Now's when you go timeout for Salt Lake City.
What a play, a big moment. Herrera with that block. Kubik setting it up.
Timeout called and a lot of hugs on the Omaha side. Maddie Kubik, who's played in Puerto Rico and Italy. A lot of junior team experience. Number 33 right there on the right-hand side of your screen, in green and blue. Will she get a senior team opportunity? That's a question. Also had an excellent career at Nebraska, as many of these women did. Maddie Kubik Banks now. Her married name. Those that will know her from her college days.
Well, she was a fun player to watch, and just to enjoy at Nebraska. One of the bright spots. Excellent outside hitter. This is a key substitution. Getting a block there at the right time. See what else she can do for her Omaha team.
Salt Lake City led 5-2. Omaha has fought back 12-10. Just wide.
They're trying to thread that ball and get it right down the line.
Hoffman will return to the service line. They scored one with her there last time.
She'll go straight down the line here. Ready, Kubik.
Kubik Banks, and a lot of players stacked into that position 4-5. Kubik Banks, money.
How about it? Being put in late in the match. Coming through with a perfect pass and a big swing.
Drevniak will serve and stay. Back row. Kubik Banks, roll shot. Blocked. Herrera.
How about it? The block. They have not been able to slow down Skylar Fields, and now the block is stepping up in a major way on her.
Number 2 blocker in the league has her team 1 point away from the number 2 seed. Almost closed it with consecutive blocks. It'll have to be a side out for Omaha.
Washington sneaking that ball through and underneath the block.
Fields to the service line. Herrera, Dykma, and Kubik Banks in the front row. Drevniak in the back row. High middle. Kubik Banks. Not yet. Kojima keeps him in the match. Tip is down. For all the big swings in this match, it is a tip that nets Omaha the victory.
Wow. What a match. We weren't sure at the beginning what this was going to turn out like, but man, this was a battle unlike we've seen.
Big swings at the net, big swings inside of sets, and big swings on the scoreboard. Omaha up 2-0, avoids the reverse sweep with a 15-12 victory. Susie Fritz and company have just eased their road to a potential Love Classic title. They will head to Kansas City with the number 2 seed in a bye in the first round. Number 1 seed Atlanta was in action here earlier tonight. They defeated Madison. They did not need that win. They put a stamp on it anyway. Very similar teams when they are playing well, ruthlessly efficient. Atlanta's been a little more consistent here. But lots of smiles around coaches love when your team gets pressed and responds. Player of the match, Jaylee Winters. Fast on the outside, cleaning up some trash on the outside. Whenever they needed offense, she was there. 47 swings, 20 kills for number 5. She had 50 reception attempts, so standing up under pressure. Jaylee Winters, and collecting player of the match, she is with Salima Rockwell.
Jaylee Winters Player of the match, congratulations, 20 kills, 10 digs. You were unbelievable. It was an incredible performance by you, but really, for me, what stood out the most is how you held the pressure of serve receive. Talk to us about your performance today.
Well, first of all, thank you so much. It helps having incredible teammates who are there supporting me and just being awesome at volleyball. Wow, what a team win. That took everybody and every ounce of energy.
It was incredible. So you're up 2, then you go down 2. How do you bring it back? What was the difference?
Yeah, I'm really proud of our composure, especially coming into that 5th set, just still bringing the confidence, bringing the attitude. Yeah, I don't know. We're staying steady, even when it's not going our way, just staying steady and believing in our plan.
So a big win for you guys for moving forward. How important is this win for you guys moving forward into the Love Classic?
Yeah, we get the bye now, right?
You get the bye now.
Thank God. Yeah, that was really, okay, yeah. This is huge for us going into the Love Classic so that we can just play 2 games instead of 3 and hopefully help us make it to that final.
Well, congratulations on Player of the Match. Congratulations on the victory and the bye for next weekend. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
In the Love Classic.
Hi, Mom.
So elation in the end, a tough fight to get to the record of 4-2. They shake off that 2-match losing streak, does Love Omaha, and secure that number 2 seed. You heard the reaction from Jaylee Winters with the confirmation of yes, we have eased our potential road to the in-season title. And you can get on the road for that in-season Love Classic. The League One tournament winner-take-all in Kansas City will begin February 14th, 5:30 p.m. Eastern on the ESPN family of networks. Municipal Arena is the host. So if you can't be there in person, be with us on TV. A look at the bracket. There it is, a quarterfinal. Houston will take on Madison. Salt Lake and Austin will be the other matchup. And you see 1 and 2 awaiting the results of that first round. The eventual champion crowned beginning 8:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2 on February 16th. So an outstanding performance for Jaylee Winters and that team. She leads with 20 points, Larson with 13, and the team has 13 blocks. They withstand 24 from Skylar Fields, and SLC played their best volleyball but comes up a little bit short. For my partner, Selena Rockwell, and our entire crew here, Weekend with Love in Salt Lake City, we have enjoyed all the action. Hope you have too. We'll see you in Kansas City next weekend for the Love Classic.